like so many of you, I feel confused today. Why would this happen again? Why did this thing in Texas happen again? Why is that going on? And I decided that the best thing I could do for myself is to open up and ask why. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up and ask why this would happen to those innocent children. Why would this continue to happen? And so let me do that. When people are lost in their fears, their anxieties, when people were taught from a young age that love is denied, that they no longer can have the love of God through their in their physical world, that the love of God is not present. They are taught this. They are trained to think this way. The environment that they live in has created an atmosphere of the lack of love, and yet in most people they can feel that love is there. These people who create these atrocities, who take these children from your world, are actually unable to feel that love, to feel that compassion. And when they see that love, and they see those children of pure love, those which are the essence of pure love, the embodiment of pure love, they instantly attack them as a foreign obstacle, something that is anti-them, anti-their experience, something that is completely foreign to them. And they lash out at the ones that represent love the most. In representing love the most, they are lashing out at the thing that they do not have and do not experience, and yet deeply, deeply desire, deeply, deeply want, deeply need to have that loving flow in their life, and yet they cannot feel that loving flow because many times from their upbringing, they're trained not to think that way. From their religious backgrounds, they're not trained to think that way. They're trained to think of themselves as wretches and fools and sinners and people who are not worthy of love because their parents have given away their power to money, to greed, to other aspects. They don't feel that love in the world, and so they attack the thing that is most loving, that represents the most loving thing, the one that parents feel the unconditional love of their child. The child comes in with such joy and the smile upon their face that represents the love of God. That love of God is a threat. It is a threat to them because they want it so badly, but they don't feel they can ever have it. They don't feel that it is part of them. They don't feel like it is something that they will ever exist in. And in being in that space, that lack of love, what they need is to be loved, is to be expressed as love. Unfortunately, it is oftentimes too late. Oftentimes it is too late. They are lashing out at love because they want it so desperately, but in need of wanting it so desperately, they have to kill what has it and to get it for themselves, to show the power. They have mistaken power for love because that is what they have been shown in their life. They've been shown that power is love, and to take power over those who absolutely have no power to resist, to have no defenses to protect themselves, and represent the purest love in the world, then that is why they attack them. The environment you live in is ripe with many things, and oftentimes parents will mistake money for love. They will say that I have to make enough money so my family can. The money is nothing. The money is nothing. And if you give your power away for money, for the love of money, if you give your power away for the love of money, then you are taking that love away from your own child, from your own family member, from your own people who need your love. They don't need your money. They need your love. They need your love. They need your love. Take the love within yourself and turn it towards the people around you. To find those people who do not feel love and show them a loving world. Show them that you are love. Show them you are already there. Show them that they have value. They are people who are loved. They are people who are deserving of love. They are part of the image of God. They are part of God themselves, but we have excluded them in some form. Somehow the society has excluded them, secluded them, made them feel like they are backed into a corner and they've got to lash out to get what they want. That is why this is continually happening. Also, when you have a society that creates this sort of imbalance of love, and then you demonstrate into the world the violence as a entertainment, violence as a violence as a way of life, violence that in many forms is just shown as something cool. That violence is something cool. So the desire to be cool, the desire to have that power of being cool, then becomes, I need a weapon. I need something to make me feel powerful, something that makes me feel like that individual hero in that film, the individual hero in that video game, the individual hero in that boxing ring, that individual hero in the mixed martial arts ring, the individual hero. When you glorify the violence and then you make the violence a power structure whereby people say, I can feel powerful if I am this, then the broken people wander towards violence because that is what they are shown as cool. That is what they're shown as, this is where I can get adulation, this is where I can get power, this is where I can get people to love me. They can love me for the power that I am taking. I can step into a ring and beat a man to the ground and beat a man senseless, and they will love me for it. I can go into a martial arts ring and beat a man down or beat a woman down and be loved for it. I can grab a gun and go attack someone and be loved for it because they mistake the violence as love. They mistake the power as love. The power is not the love. The power is the fear. The fear is the anxiety. The violence is a fear. It's an anxiety. It's a trying to find love, and they try to find it through taking power. Most of the times, they'll take it over power from people that they feel are less powerful or less of a threat to them. They turn to the people who represent love the most, and then they act out violently on them because that is the imbalance. They want that feeling from them. They want that love, and they look at a child and they say, this child has love. This child has something I want. This child is in the way of me receiving my love. And so they mistake power as love. They look at that child who is living a loving life, and then they absolutely think that the way that child got power got their love is through their power. And so by mistaking power and love, they go there and they take the children to take their power because their power is love. And that power that those children have is pure and true. And the person who is committing the heinous act also came into this world pure and true. And then it was shown to him that love does not exist for them in the way that it exists for others. It is shown to them that they themselves are less than the money that people are making. They are shown that they themselves are not as cool as the person next to them in their classrooms. They are shown they themselves that love is not theirs and they are not worthy. And so they lash out to get their love back, and they just don't understand what love is, because love is not power. Love is not money. Love is not material possessions. Love is not violence. And when you take that essence of love and you diminish it to the point where someone can no longer experience it, can no longer feel it, they are going to lash out. They're going to find it, because it is your very nature to be in that loving place, to be in that space of love, that joy That is who you are, and when you deny who you are at your deepest core, you're going to lash out to find that. And when you lash out to find it, you may lash out violently. And it is for each one of us to love one another, to whatsoever you do to the least of your brother, that you do unto me. That idea of love one another, love your brother just as he would love you, love them as you would want to be loved. Be that love for everybody around. And that was what came through. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure that you've subscribed and you like it, you share it, but also comment below it. Let's get this community talking about these topics and spreading this information out far and wide so we can change the world for the better. Thank you.